So the reality is that if the present mayhem continues for 4 years, it will really erode the cornerstones of the multilateral trading system. We've already seen through his actions, President Trump has wiped out the non discriminatory provision called most favored nation provision, at least from the US perspective. Other countries continue to follow that, but US now is very clear is no longer interested in following the requirement of an MFN obligation.
You may want to explain that for listeners.
Yes. I'm sorry, I should have done that earlier. What the most favored nation obligation is that it requires countries, while they are engaging in exports and imports, to give to each of the WTO member the same treatment which it extends on the best terms to any country in the world. In other words, if I impose a 5% import tariff on, let us say, apple juice, on imports from, let's say, Australia, then I will extend that. And if that is the lowest tariff I'm extending to any country, then that 5% tariff has to be extended to rest of the WTO membership. Of course, there are some exceptions to the MFN provision. Free trade agreement is an important exception. But overall, the MFN provision, the non-discriminatory treatment provision, is really the cornerstone, one of the cornerstones of the WTO legal architecture. And now President Trump has really blown it into pieces by his reciprocal tariff order, whereby not only is he breaching the commitments on bound tariffs which US had given to the WTO, but he's on the same imported product, he's going to be applying different levels of import duties. So that really is a problem. So again, to revert back to the original question, we can't wait for 4 years to let the crisis blow over. That would be too long. The damage to the trading system would be immense. And after 4 years, it may be almost impossible to get the trading system back on its foot. So we have to take this opportunity to see how countries can revive the relevance of the WTO, and if possible, how to make it more development friendly.